Hi there, this is Vahid from the Art of Education channel, and today I am with you with the third session of MongoDB tutorial. Today we are going to create our first MongoDB database and also create a couple of collections inside this database, and also try to delete the collections and also the database, see how it works in mongoosh. Don't forget, in these sessions, I'm going to use mongoosh as client application, and in upcoming sessions, I will use Compass to show you how to do things in a GUI environment. So let's go to mongoosh and see how we can do all these things. So it is a mongoosh environment. It says specify a server address that you want to connect, and the default is localhost, the server that installed on our local machine. And also we can provide a URI to another server, a remote server on the other machine or on the internet, and we can connect to it. And we will see how to do this in upcoming sessions. Now I'm going to connect to my local database. If you press enter, you just see a couple of information about MongoDB version and also mongoosh version, and some other information that's not bad to read. So here we have a basic command named show dbs. We just talked about it in the previous session. We have only 3 default database inside the server: admin, config, and local. So what we need to do we need to create a database at first, a place to organize our data inside some collections. So a database is just as the same as inside the SQL based databases. Okay, and if you're new to MongoDB, I need to emphasize that MongoDB is a documented, is a document-oriented open source NoSQL database. So you can create data inside some collections without forcing a predefined schemas. Okay. In order to create a database, you can use keyword, and after that, provide a name for your database. This time, I'm going to use human resource DB. It's the name of our database. And it's going to create a database named human resource DB and switch to this one. So the command prompt changed. What if I right now use show db's command? You can see nothing changed, and we don't have any item here that point to this DB. Okay, this database. It's because this DB currently contains no collections. So without no collection, it's just a name, nothing else. In order to create a collection, we need to call a method named createCollection. And for this purpose, we need to use db keyword. db is point to currently activated database. In this scenario, it's human resource. So I'm going to say create collections, and if you press 2 tabs, it's going to complete it for you with some appropriate options. And then inside it, I'm going to say a name for this collection. So it says, okay, a collection created. Now what if I run show dbs? You can see we have another option, and another item inside this list, human resource DB. And if you want to delete a database, you need to use drop database, and that says, okay, I just removed, or human resource DB dropped. And don't forget the camel case notation for method calls. They are in camel case, and it's case sensitive. Now if I run show dbs again, it says that we don't have any database named human resource DB. So we are right now inside this database definition. So again, I can create a collection inside this DB, create collection, and again I'm gonna call it employee. Yeah, it's okay. And if I run the show db's command, again we have human resource DB in our database list one more time. And let's create 2 more collections. db.create collection. This time I'm going to say departments. Departments. Okay. And let's run it one more time. It says collection human resource DB department already exists, so we cannot create duplicate collections. And this time I'm going to say, for example, addresses. Now if you want to see the list of collections, you can just use show collections. And here we have 3 different collections inside human resource DB database. And in order to delete a collection, you can use this notation db current database dot the collection name, for example addresses, and then call drop method, just drop. It says false. Why? Addresses, it has 2 s at the end. Okay, it says true. So if I run show collection one more time, you can see addresses collection deleted. So these are the basic steps for working with the data inside MongoDB, creating a database and also create collections inside the database. In next sessions, I'm gonna tell you some important things about documents inside MongoDB. Documents are equivalent to rows of data inside the SQL-based databases. And after that, we're going to learn how to insert insert documents inside the collections. Till next session and checking new things. Goodbye.